heart. From the streets to the studio, we bring you real talk, real music, and real moments. We are not just a station, we are a movement. High Power 102.7 FM, the pride of the people.
The time is 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. Here's iPower 102.7 FM Media News. I am Iniolua Adekoya. First, the headlines. Oshomole lampoons Makinde over UN comments. Amokwiton 6 more funding for INEC. On the Florence and Kenyan court kicks against marijuana legalization. And in sports, Amuson in Diamond League final. Details of this and more in a moment. Please stay tuned. Glad to have you back, and now the news in detail, starting from the home front. The Nigerian police force has arrested Adeniyi Adeyemi, who allegedly presented himself as Director General of the purported Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council following a bench warrant issued by the Federal High Court in Abuja. Justice Muhammad Umar ordered his arrest after he failed to appear for arraignment on an 8-count charge of alleged conspiracy, forgery, and impersonation. The prosecution oral application for the warrant was granted. Police said the charges also involve 2 other suspects identified as Femi and Anu, who remain at large. The presidency has maintained that the alleged council does not exist. Moving away from that, Senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Adams Oshomole, has accused Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde of playing politics with the lives of the people of the state. This came on the heels of the rescue of 44 abducted pupils and teachers in Orire local government area of Oyo State. Makinde had in a statewide broadcast called on the international community to conduct an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the abduction and rescuing of the pupils and teachers. Oshomole, while speaking to newsmen during a session in the Senate, lampooned Makinde for his utterances.
Condemn is unguided statement. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. When we wake up and call on foreign authorities to investigate, this is one case in which our armed forces have shown that without paying ransom, even if it meant that these children and some of the elders had to be in captivity for almost 2 months, that the armed forces were working quietly to have these rescue operations, which, as well captured in this motion, led to some loss of life. To trivialize it, to suggest, as the governor of Oyo State seems to have done, that there is something that is not open, that the UN needs to unearth the circumstances, is to question the sovereignty of our nation and to downplay the achievement of the commander-in-chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and all the service chiefs, and in fact all those involved in this process. I think that there's a moment in the history of a nation when, across party divide, we should stand in unison to commend what has happened, the way in which people were released, and to encourage the armed forces to build on it, that they should extend and get more gadgets. It's not possible for them to share with us some of the things they did. Like I heard, they were able to identify the guys, arrest some of their relatives, etc., etc.
Moving away from that, the food system specialist at Action Aid Nigeria, Azubike Nwokoye, has criticized the approach of state government across Nigeria towards financial agricultural projects in Nigeria. While speaking on a national television program this morning, he stated that many state governments only pay lip service to issues of food production in the state, leading to excessive importation and lack of food security.
Becomes quite wasteful. The spending will have that impact. So it's like, for instance, you're doing dry season farming. You have procured inputs to give farmers hybrid seeds. You have also supported them to get early maturing livestock and so on, and you don't support it with the needed extension services, then your spending won't be correct. It's just like a simple analogy of dressing up. If you wear only trousers and you don't wear shirts, you're not dressed completely. And if you don't wear shoes or slippers, you're not also complete. So the spending has to be complete in every way. The spending has to go to the extent of you're matching the spending. I mean, every spending that is targeted to be spent in January should be spent in January. Every spending that is targeted to be spent in February should be spent in February, and so on. And we have opportunity. We have the competitive advantage, we have the comparative advantage to reduce our food import. For instance, how can Nigeria still be importing something like rice, cassava, and so on? So it calls to question our investments.
Moving away from that, the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Olakunle Lafiu, has warned that organization which failed to provide accommodation and transportation for corps members risk being blacklisted. Speaking at the workshop in Lokoja, Kogi State, Lafiu said the federal government remains committed to the security and welfare of corps members. He also urged state and local governments to increase their support for the scheme. The NYSC boss encouraged corps members to take the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development program seriously, identify business opportunities in their host communities, and manage their finances prudently during the service year. And now to electoral matters. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amukpita, has appealed to the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission for increase in funding for the electoral umpire. During a courtesy visit in Abuja, Professor Amukpita said better staff welfare, improved infrastructure, electoral technology, and personnel training were essential to strengthen the Commission's operations and deliver credible elections. He said the 2027 Presidential and National Assembly election are scheduled for the 16th of January, while governorship and state assembly polls will hold on the 6th of February. RMAFC Chairman Dr. Mohammed Bello Shehu pledged the Commission's support for INEC. This midday news is coming to you from iPower 102.7 FM in Murelewo. Still to come on the forensic, Kenyan court kicks against marijuana legalization, and in sport, Amuso in Diamond League final.
Whether you're tuning in for breaking news, in-depth analysis, or community updates, High Power 102.7 FM remains your most trusted source. Because when it comes to news, the truth matters. High Power FM 102.7.
part of our program, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at iPower1027FM. We are also on Radio Garden. And now to foreign matters. Mining giants, the Bears, have announced a 2-year suspension of production at the Vanita mine, South Africa's largest diamond mine, citing weak global demands and falling diamond prices. The company said changing consumer habits, especially lower demands in China and growing competitions from cheaper lab-grown diamonds, have reduced profits, making cost-cutting necessary. The Venetia's mine produces more than 40% of South African diamonds and employs over 4,000 people. Workers' Union have expressed concerns that the suspension could lead to job losses in the country's failed to prove the law violated its constitutional right. Justice Bahati Wamuye said the issue of cannabis requires a broader national conversation, describing it as a matter that affects the whole society rather than a single religious group. Advocates of legalization say regulated cannabis cultivation could create jobs, generate tax revenue, and support industrial and medicinal uses, while Rastafarians maintain that its use is central to the religious practice. And now to the sporting arena. Nigerian world record holder Tobi Amuso has qualified for the 2026 Wonder Diamond League final after a series of impressive performances in the women 100 meters hurdle this season. The former world champion has earned 28 points from 5 Diamond League meetings, placing second in the standings behind American Masai Russell, who leads the 32 points. The season-end Diamond League final will take place in Brussels, Belgium, on the 4th and 5th of September. Both athletes are expected to compete in the remaining meeting before the championship. To end the iPower 102.7 of a media news, let's take another look at the main points. We told you in the course of the bulletin that the senator representing Edo North Central District at Dams Oshomole has accused Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde of playing politics with the lives of the people of the state. We also informed you that the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amukbiton, has appealed to the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission for increase in funding for the electoral umpire. On the foreign scene, we informed you that Kenya's High Court has dismissed a suit by a Rastafarian group seeking to legalize the use of cannabis for religious purpose, ruling that the community failed to prove the law violated its constitutional rights. And finally, in the sporting arena, we informed you the Nigerian world record holder Tobi Amuso has qualified for the 2026 Wonder Diamond League final after a series of impressive performances in the women 100-meter hurdles this season. That was the iPower 102.7 FM Media News, edited by Akin Adebayo. I am Iniolua Adekoya. Many thanks for listening and a beautiful afternoon to you.
ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí tí kò ní tàbí ṣùgbọ́n ojúlówó ìròyìn láti ìkànnì iPower 102.7 èmùrí ọ̀wọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́.
Ẹ̀kásán ìròyìn ọjọ́ kọrí ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti ìkànnì iPower 102.7 FM. Lateef Tajudeen lóníròyìn ṣáájú ẹgbọ́ kókó ìròyìn ọ̀hún. Òṣìọ̀mọlẹ̀ tàbùkù Mákindé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìképe àjọ àgbáyé. adarí àjọ INEC pè fún ìkún owó ìrànwọ́ àjọ náà. lábala ìròyìn ilẹ̀ òkèèrè ilé-ẹjọ́ ilẹ̀ Kẹ́ńyà tàpá sí ìfòfingba ewé ọ̀la nílẹ̀ náà. lábala àrí ìdárayá amúsàn pegedé sí abala ìparí Diamond League. àwọn ìròyìn wọ̀nyí àti òmíràn lẹ́ẹ̀mọ̀ gbẹ̀kún rẹ̀ tí a bá padà dé ẹ má yí kúrò ń bẹ̀. ẹ káàbọ̀ padà ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. ọmọ ilé aṣòfin tó ń ṣojú apá àríwá ìpínlẹ̀ Ẹdó eyín Adams Oshiomhole ti fẹ̀sùn kan gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Ṣèyí Mákindé wípé ńṣe ló ń fẹ̀mí àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ náà ṣeré òṣèlú. èyí ló wáyé níbi wọ́n ti ṣe gba àwọn ọmọ iléèwé àti olùkọ́ tí wọ́n jí gbé lágbègbè Oríire nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ sílẹ̀. Mákindé nínú ìfiléde lórí ìtàkùn iléeṣẹ́ ìkọ̀ròyìn ní ó pe àjọ àgbáyé láti gùnlé ìṣèwádìí ọ̀rọ̀ ìjígbé àwọn èèyàn agbègbè Oríire ọ̀hún tó fi mọ́ bí wọ́n ti ṣe gbà wọ́n padà wálé. ẹ̀wẹ̀ Oshiomhole nínú ìfèsì sí ọ̀rọ̀ náà nílé aṣòfin tako Mákindé lórí wípé irúfẹ́ ìpè bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó tako ìṣèjọba olómìnira ilẹ̀ yìí. onímọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ nípa ìpèsè ohun ọ̀gbìn Azubike Nwokoye ti bẹnu àtẹ́lu ìlérí Ofege àti àìbìkítà àwọn ẹ̀ka ìjọba káàkiri ilẹ̀ yìí lórí ìṣàrídájú ìpèsè oúnjẹ ọ̀gbìn àti ìṣèkúnwọ́ ìgúnlẹ̀ àwọn ètò ìrónilágbára ètò ọ̀gbìn nílẹ̀ yìí. nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ lórí amóhùnmáwòrán láàárọ̀ òní Azubike ṣàlàyé wípé ọ̀pọ̀ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa ń ṣe ìlérí irọ́ láti ṣèkúnwọ́ ètò ọ̀gbìn láwọn ìpínlẹ̀ wọn èyí tí ó ṣokùnfà ìkówọlé àwọn oúnjẹ ilẹ̀ òkèèrè èyí tí ó ń pa ìpèsè oúnjẹ nílẹ̀ yìí lára. adarí àgbàyànyàn àjọ àgùnbánirọ̀ Ọlákúnlé Nafiu ti ṣèkìlọ̀ fáwọn onílé iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n kùnà láti pèsè ibùgbé àti owó ọkọ̀ fáwọn ọmọ àjọ náà wípé wọ́n múra ìgbégilé ìfiránṣẹ́ àwọn ọmọ àjọ náà sílé iṣẹ́ wọn. nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ níbi ètò ẹ̀kọ́ kan ní ìlú Lọ́kọjà nípínlẹ̀ Kogi Nafiu ṣàlàyé wípé ìjọba àpapọ̀ kò ní fààyè gba àìmójútó tàbí àìsí ìgbáyégbádùn àwọn ọmọ àjọ náà àti wípé káwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ bákan náà ṣèkúnwọ́ ìrànwọ́ fún àjọ náà. ọ̀gá àgbà náà wá rọ àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ láti ṣàmúlò ètò ìrónilágbára tí wọ́n bá kọ́ lásìkò tí wọ́n sin ilẹ̀ yìí lọ́kùnkúndùn. bákan náà kí wọ́n ṣàmúlò owó oṣù èyí tí ìjọba ń fún wọn lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti bí ó ti yẹ. alága àjọ elétò ìdìbò nílẹ̀ yìí INEC ọ̀mọ̀wé Josh Amopitan ti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí ìgbìmọ̀ ìṣàkóso owó ìrànwọ́ láti ṣàfikún owó ìrànwọ́ àjọ náà. ó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nílùú Àbújá pẹ̀lú àlàyé wípé owó ọ̀hún yóò ṣèrànwọ́ ètò ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àjọ náà, àwọn àkànṣe iṣẹ́ àti ríra àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ èyí tí yóò mú kí iṣẹ́ wọn yáwọ́ lásìkò ètò ìdìbò. ó fi kún wípé ètò ìdìbò ọdún 2027 fún ti ààrẹ àti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ni yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ 16 oṣù kínní tí ìdìbò àwọn gómìnà àti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ yóò wáyé lọ́jọ́ 6 oṣù kejì ọdún 2027. ọwọ́ àjọ ọlọ́pàá ti tẹ ayédèrú ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ ìjọba àpapọ̀ kan Adéníyì Adéyẹmí níbi ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jù nílùú Àbújá ti ṣe pàṣẹ rẹ̀. onídàájọ́ Mohammed Umar ni ó pàṣẹ ìfòfingbé arákùnrin ọ̀hún níbi ó ti ṣe kùnà láti yọjú sílé ẹjọ́ lórí ẹ̀sùn oníga mẹ́jọ èyí tí wọ́n fi kàn án tí ó dá lórí ìwà àlùmọ̀kọ́rọ́yí, ìṣayédèrú àti ìpẹranilórúkọ tá ò jẹ́ lẹ́yìn tí àfinijòfin ìjọba pè fún ìfòfingbé. àjọ ọlọ́pàá ṣàlàyé wípé arákùnrin ọ̀hún Adéníyì pẹ̀lú àwọn abẹ́ṣinkáwọ́ rẹ̀ méjì mìíràn eyín Fẹ́mi àti Àánú ni àjọ náà wá báyìí lórí ẹ̀sùn náà tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí sì ń tẹnumọ́ wípé àjọ ọ̀hún ni ó jẹ́ àyédèrú. ìròyìn ọjọ́ kọrí lẹ́ ń tẹ́tí gbọ́ láti ìkànnì ipa 102.7 fm tàbádé látòkè lọ́hùn lábala ìròyìn ilẹ̀ òkèrè lẹ́ẹ̀tì máa gbọ́ bí ilé-ẹjọ́ ilẹ̀ Kenya ti ṣe tàpá sí ìfòfingba lílo ewé ọ̀la lábala àrí ìdárayá ẹ gbọ́ bí àmúsàn ti ṣe pègede sí abala ìparí ìdíje Diamond.
ìròyìn láti ìkànnì iPower 102.7 FM.
ẹ káàbọ̀ padà tí ẹ bá fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tàbí ẹ fẹ́ máa wà kedere láwọn ìtẹ̀kùn káyélujára wa ẹ kàn sí wa lórí iPower 102.7 FM. ní báyìí lábala ìròyìn ilẹ̀ òkèèrè ilé-iṣẹ́ ìwakùsà tí ó tóbi jù nílẹ̀ South Africa ti kéde ìdáwọ́ iṣẹ́ dúró fún ọdún méjì nílẹ̀ náà látàrí bí àdínkù ti ṣe dé bá ìbéèrè fún àwọn ọjà wọn lágbàáyé. wọ́n ṣàlàyé wípé ilẹ̀ China pàápàá jùlọ ni wọ́n ti súnwọ́ ríra àwọn ọjà wọn kù tó fi mọ́ ìyípadà ìwà àwọn oníbàárà mìíràn àti ìfigagbága pẹ̀lú àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ kéékèèké tí wọ́n ń ta ọjà náà lówó pọ́ọ́kú èyí tí ó ti ṣèdínwọ́ èrè tí wọ́n ń jẹ. ilé-iṣẹ́ ìwakùsà ọ̀hún ni ó ń pèsè ìdá 40 Diamond tí ó tún gba ó kéré tán 4,000 èèyàn nílẹ̀ náà. ẹ̀wẹ̀ àjọ òṣìṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ ọ̀hún ti wá sọ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún yóò ṣèpalára fún àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ náà. bákan náà lábala ìròyìn ilẹ̀ òkèèrè ilé-ẹjọ́ tó ga jù nílẹ̀ Kenya ti dá ìpè kan látọwọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́sìn Rastafari lórí wípé kí wọ́n fààyè gba lílo ewé ọ̀la èyí tí a mọ̀ sí igbó fún ìwúlò ẹ̀sìn lórí wípé ìpè ọ̀hún ni ó tako òfin ilẹ̀ náà. onídàájọ́ Bahati Nwamuye ṣàlàyé wípé ìṣàgbéyẹ̀wò lílo ewé ọ̀la nílẹ̀ náà ní kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ kékeré tí ó sì wá júwe rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí yóò tàbá gbogbo ẹ̀ka ilẹ̀ náà tí kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́sìn ọ̀hún nìkan. wàyí o àwọn tí wọ́n ń pèpè ọ̀hún ṣàlàyé wípé ìfààyègbà ìṣọ̀gbìn ewé ọ̀la ni yóò pèsè iṣẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn tí yóò tún ṣàfikún owó tí ìjọba ń pa wọlé tó fi mọ́ lílò ó fún ètò ìlera tí ẹgbẹ́ Rastafari ọ̀hún tẹnumọ́ wípé ewé náà ni ó wúlò fún ìtẹ̀síwájú ẹ̀sìn wọn. lábalárí ìdárayá àgbà ọ̀jẹ̀ eré ìdárayá ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí Tóbi Àmúsàn ti pegedé sí abala ìparí líìgì Wonder Diamond tọdún 2026 níbi ó ti ṣe fàkọyọ níbi eré ìwọ̀n ọgọ́rùn-ún àwọn obìnrin ti sáà yìí. Àmúsàn ni ó ti wá ní àkọọ́lẹ̀ 28 láwọn ìfarahàn 5 èyí tí ó mú jẹ́ ẹnì kejì lẹ́yìn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà Masai Russell tí ó ní àkọọ́lẹ̀ 22. àṣekágbá líìgì ọ̀hún ni yóò wáyé nílùú Brussels nílẹ̀ Belgium lọ́jọ́ 4 àti 5 oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún yìí níbi tí àwọn méjèèjì yóò ti máa wàákò ṣáájú ìdíje tó kàn. kí a tó mú ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí wá sópin ẹja gbọ́ kókó àmẹ́nubà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. àfitóyin létí nínú ìròyìn wípé ọmọ ilé aṣòfin tó ń ṣojú apá àríwá ìpínlẹ̀ Edo Adams Oshiomhole ti fẹ̀sùn kan gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Ṣèyí Mákindé wípé ńṣe ló ń fẹ̀mí àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ náà ṣe òṣèlú. bákan náà ni àfitóyin létí wípé alága àjọ elétò ìdìbò nílẹ̀ INEC ọ̀mọ̀wé Josh Amopitan ti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí ìgbìmọ̀ ìṣàkóso owó ìrànwọ́ láti ṣàfikún owó ìrànwọ́ àjọ náà. lábala ìròyìn ilẹ̀ òkèèrè àfitóyin létí wípé ilé-ẹjọ́ tó ga jù nílẹ̀ Kenya ti dá ìpè kan látọwọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́sìn Rastafari lórí wípé kí wọ́n fààyè gba lílo ewé ọ̀la fún ìwúlò ẹ̀sìn lórí wípé ìpè ọ̀hún tako òfin ilẹ̀ náà. Lábala eré ìdárayá ni a ti fi tó yín létí wípé àgbà ó jẹ́ eré ìdárayá ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí Tóbi Àmúsàn ti pegedé fún abala ìparí líìgì Wanda Diamond tọdún 2026 níbi ó ti ṣe fakọyọ níbi eré ìwọ̀n ọgọ́rùn-ún àwọn obìnrin ti sáà yìí. Ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí fún tọ̀sán òní kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Akin Adébáyọ̀ lólóòtú ìròyìn pẹ̀lú àjọṣe